Okay, it's February 12th. It's a Wednesday around 4:30. Um, yep, I wasn't going to do a video today. I was supposed to be traveling, but that kind of got messed up. So tomorrow will be the day that I'll won't be able to do the video. I'll be traveling then. And again, I'll try to keep you updated as we go through the weekend. But right now, I just wanted to talk more about what's coming up. Now, I'll show you this weekend. There's going to be snows and changing to rain for a lot of areas. I don't expect it to be a big snow, but enough to make the roads bad Saturday evening. So we'll go over that. And then I'm going to look at where we're headed because we're headed into a period where the vortex is going to come down and make things cold. In fact, Sunday down by Philly, they could be in like around 60. And then on Monday, they're not going to get above freezing. So uh, we got some things going on here. And again, colder than normal all the way through St. Patrick's Day, the way I see it. A couple days where it's above, but for the virtual part of it, if you average it together, that's what it is. And snow events, multiples. I'll show you the one that the GFS is talking about, and that the Euro doesn't agree with right now. So I'll show you that one too. So we'll go over a few things on this since I won't be able to do a video tomorrow. Anyway, right now outside we have a little bit of everything going on. We got some snow, we got some sleet, we got some freezing rain, and we got some plain rain. I know in my neck of the woods it was snowing pretty decent earlier. We got about 2 inches. Now it's kind of flipped over to looks like a little bit of maybe freezing rain, little bit of really light snow, but eventually that'll change too. So anyway, this is what we got going on out there, and as we go through the evening hours, you can see it's very light and spotty, and then eventually it gets pushed off into New Jersey, and then the freezing rain comes in around 2 in the morning, and then you can see that's going to finally change over for the most part as rain begins to take over by 5 in the morning and it pushes that freezing rain and all out by 8 o'clock generally. And then as we get towards this is around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. You can see it's gone. Here's your colder air coming in from the backside. Cold air sticks around then until Sunday. So that's where that's at. If you're wondering if it's a big snowstorm this time around, um, no. Again, you can see some areas can get an inch. I think we've already had ours down here for the most part. But then the sleet, there's a little bit of sleet mixed in. It does show bigger numbers than I agree with. I think we're talking, a tenth of an inch, not that much of sleet. And then there's your freezing rain. And again, I think the numbers there are a little higher too. I don't think you get to, 4/10 of an inch there. But I think maybe you can get up to 2/10. So maybe these numbers are half, but that's kind of what we're looking at right there. Now this is your snow totals as of, let's see, today's Wednesday. This is probably as of Monday. Doesn't include the 6 inches Atlantic City got. Delaware got 6, 7, 8 inches. So it doesn't include any of that. Doesn't include an inch or two or so that we're getting now in here. But as you can see, your numbers are beginning to move up. And this is what we have to go up until towards the end of March. These again, we're estimating things, but you got to remember down here where it says 18 more inches in Atlantic City 19, you just got 6, 7, 8 inches of snow, so your numbers will be lower. But what it does show is there's more snow to go. Yeah, we're not talking about this week now. We're talking about next week after that front comes through. After Sunday, this is like next week. Your temperatures will be down; they'll be below average, and you can look back here. Here comes that very cold air from the west next week, and it's slowly going to be working its way southeastward, and eventually we'll get down here. But as you can see back here, you got temperatures 10, 20 below normal right now in PA. Next week, it's going to average between Delaware, Jersey, and PA between 2 and maybe 5 or 6 degrees below normal. I'm having mouth problems today, but anyway, you're going to see it's going to drop down, and then as we get into the following weeks, the cold air begins to come east, and now we're averaging anywhere from 6 to 10 degrees below normal for the following week, the last week of February. And it's moderated a little bit out here, but still this air is moving east. And so we've got to deal with it. Now, this is your snow on the front end over the weekend, right here. That's kind of what you got going on. Front end snow. I think it might be a little bit less up here in New Jersey, maybe 4 or 5 inches. But anyway, before the changeover to all that precipitation, that's kind of what you got going to happen. Now, the GFS around the 20th is showing a true nor'easter, which we haven't had in years. So you got one that shows it here. Now, I don't think these numbers are really high. I don't think that happens. But the GFS has it here. The Euro model is a few days later, and it's only got these amounts. So again, there's going to be a storm off the coast um, later on next week, but we just have to see where and how. And again, it's a long way out. But I'm only showing you this to give you an idea that we have snow coming in. And again, this cold air is going to stick around, at least the below normal temperatures are going to stick around into the middle of March. And you know what always happens in March. I don't need to remind you snow lovers what happens in March. So if the GFS hits this right, this is where it has the low around the 19th and 20th down here moving up. I think it needs I think the Euro's got it in closer, and the problem with that would be is it would cut down on the snow down here in Jersey and Delaware. But I think it needs to be somewhere between where the Euro and where the GFS is at in here, and then I think you got your better snow chances and your really where the storm is going to go. But the problem is like I said, the GFS has it down here, and the Euro has it a couple days later in here. So they don't really even agree on the timing either. But you know what? I had to do a video today since I got some time, and I thought I'd kind of show you some of my thoughts and what I look at. And again, all you naysayers, not saying the big snow on the Northeast is going to happen. I'm just showing you that it's out there. My analogs that I look at say, yep, there could be something there and it should be there. And all the NAOs and the Pacific Oscillation and all the things, it says, yeah, there should be the possibility that something happens out there. So I'm just kind of pointing out a little bit. I'm not showing you old analogs and stuff. Somebody asked me if I would do that. I would boggle your brains out with some of the stuff that I look at. I don't follow models. I give you a model that's closest to my thinking, and then I kind of show you where I don't think it's going to go or where I think it's going to go based on the model. Not all models usually don't agree with what I'm thinking, needless to say. But if you look at a model and you send me a text and go, the models are saying next week it's going to be 90 degrees. I don't look at that. Okay. You can't look at a model because, again, I'm showing you this. They don't even agree with each other. So, how can you look at a model? You can look at it for ideas and guidance, but then you got to look at all the other stuff and make an opinion. And what I show you is the ones that are closest to mine. Sometimes I'll show you a map from one model and a map from another model because I don't agree with completely what one model says, and I'll go back and forth. So I try to show you the closest I can. All right, everybody take care. I'll be back on here Friday at some point. All right, take it easy. Be safe if you're driving.